Good morning. I am Dr. K. Sumati, Assistant Professor and Head, Department of Economics. I am working in K.C. Krishna College of Arts and Science. Today I discuss the topic of imperfect computation. The concept of imperfect computation was introduced in economics by Mrs. John Robinson in 1933. In her book, Economics of Imperfect Computation in England, this is a real situation found in the market, while perfect computation is rare in situation. Imperfect computation possesses some features of perfect computation. Therefore, imperfect computation is a wider term which comprises the monopoly, monopolistic computation, oligopoly, and duopoly. A imperfect computation is said to be imperfectly the following conditions. The number of buyers and sellers are small. The factors of production are not free to move from one industry to another. The market is imperfect. First one, monopoly. The word monopoly has been derived from the combination of two words, mono and poly. Mono refers to a single and poly to control. Monopoly refers to a market situation in which there is only one seller of the commodity. There are no close substitute for the commodity and there are barriers to entry. The single producer may be in the form of individual owner or a single partnership or a joint stock company. Definition. According to Daly, monopoly means the absence of competition and control of one side or the other of economic process by a single person or a combine. Features of monopoly. Under monopoly, single seller controls the whole supply of a single commodity. That is, monopoly is a price maker. There is large number of buyers in the market. The commodity produced has no close substitute. There is no freedom to entrepreneur to enter or exit of firms into the industry. When the firm is making abnormal profit, monopolist has full control over the supply of the commodity. In order to get maximum profit, the monopolist may use his monopolistic power in any number. Kinds of monopoly. First one, private monopoly. A private monopoly is owned and operated by the private individuals or organization for the purpose of profit maximization. Public monopoly or government monopoly. A public monopoly is owned and operated by governments. It is created for the welfare of the society. For example, the various public utility services such as water supply, electricity, railway, etc. are the public monopolies. Pure monopoly. Pure monopoly means a single firm which controls the whole supply of the commodity, which has no substitutes, not even a remote one. Pure monopoly exists only in the public sector. For example, railway. Simple monopoly. Simple monopoly is a market situation in which a single producer produces a commodity having only a remote substitute. It changes the single price for a product from all the consumers. Discriminating monopoly. Discriminating monopoly means the charging different prices from different consumers for the same commodity at the same time. It is called price discrimination. Natural monopoly. If the supply of the commodity is localized in a single place, then the monopoly is known as natural monopoly. For example, India possesses the monopoly of manganese. Legal monopoly. When a firm is given the legal right to produce a unique commodity, it is known as legal monopoly. For example, in India, the right of note issue has been granted to the Reserve Bank of India. Price discrimination. It is one of the kinds of monopoly. Price discrimination means the charging of different prices from the different consumer for the same commodity at the same time. It is also called discriminating monopoly. Kinds of price discrimination. There are different types of price discrimination. They are: first one, personal discrimination. Personal discrimination means the monopolist may charge different prices from different consumers for the same commodity on the basis of their ability to pay. For example, the doctor may charge high fees to the rich patient and charges lower to the poor patient for the same service rendered. Age discrimination. Age discrimination means that the monopolist may charge different prices on the basis of the ages of buyers. For example, railways and buses may charge half a ticket for children and full ticket for adults. Place discrimination. Place discrimination means that the monopolists having different markets in different regions may sell the same commodity at a lower price and at a higher price. For example, monopolists may sell a commodity at a higher price in the big market and sell the same commodity at a lower price in the small market. Trade discrimination. By this method, the monopolist may charge different prices for the same commodity on the basis of the uses of the commodity. This is also called use discrimination. For example, electricity board usually charges higher rates for industrial purpose and cheaper rates for domestic purpose. Monopolistic competition. This concept was put an American economist, Professor E. H. Chamberlain, in his book The Theory of Monopolistic Competition, published in 1933. Monopolistic competition refers to a market situation where there are many sellers of a commodity, but the product of each seller differ from each other. No seller can influence on the prices, output, policies of the other seller. Thus, product differentiation is the hallmark of the monopolistic competition. Features or characteristics or assumptions or conditions of monopolistic competition. Under monopolistic competition, there should be a large number of sellers. The products produced by the producers have close substitutes. Under monopolistic competition, the producers has to incur selling costs. There is freedom of entry and exit of firms into the industry. Under monopolistic competition, different firms produce different varieties of products, that is, product differentiation. The existence of monopolistic competition depends upon imperfections in the knowledge of the buyers. An important feature of monopolistic competition is that the firm has a price policy, whereas under perfect competition, a firm is only a price taker. Very important features of monopoly competition is the non-price competition. It means methods of competition revolves other than the price cutting. Oligopoly. Oligo means a few and poly means selling. Thus, oligopoly refers to a market situation in which there are more than two are a few sellers selling either homogeneous products or products which are having close substitutes but not perfect substitutes. Features of oligopoly. The first features of oligopoly is that there are more than two or a few sellers in the market. The second features, sellers sell the homogeneous products or products which are having close substitutes. Another important features, oligopoly is a interdependence between the firms. That means the price and output decisions of one firm will affect the others. The most important features is indeterminate demand. That means no firm in oligopoly can forecast the nature and position of its demand because it depends upon the price and output decisions of other firms. Another feature is selling costs incurred by the competitive firms. Important features of the oligopoly is price rigidity. That means the price in oligopoly are constant. Duopoly. Duo means two and poly means selling. Duopoly refers to a market situation in which there are only two sellers selling homogeneous products. Features of duopoly. There are only two sellers in the market. There is no product differentiation and hence goods are homogeneous. The consumers are indifferent between the two sellers and the same price must be charged by both in the long run. Monopsony or buyer's monopoly. It is a market situation in which there are many sellers but there is single buyers of a commodity. It is also known as buyer's monopoly. For example, sugarcane cultivator are many, but a single sugar mill is the only one buyer in a particular region. Price determination under imperfect competition. Perfect competition and imperfect competition also. The seller wants to maximize his profit. He can maximize his profit by selling output for which the marginal cost and the marginal revenue become equal. Under perfect competition, a seller can sell as much as he likes under the same price. This means that the demand curve, that is average revenue curve, for the product of the individual seller is a horizontal straight line. But under imperfect competition, a seller can sell more only at a less price and less at a higher price. Hence, under imperfect competition, that is monopoly, monopolistic, oligopoly and duopoly, the demand curve, that is average revenue curve for the individual seller's product should be a sloping downwards curve from left to right. Further, the marginal revenue curve will also a downward sloping curve. This is because he sells more at a lower price, not only the additional units but also the previous units. Therefore, marginal revenue is the price of additional units minus the reduction in the price of the previous units. For example, the seller sells 2000 units at rupee 1 each. His total revenue is rupees 2000. If he sells 2300 units, he must sell them at a lower price, that is 90 paise per unit. His total revenue will be now at rupees 2070. The output which he will sell will be the one in which these marginal cost and the marginal revenue will be equal, so that he may get maximum profit. But the marginal cost and the marginal revenue will be less than the price, that is average revenue. In the diagram shows the firms abnormal profit, normal profit and loss. In the diagram, x-axis represents production output, y-axis represents price. AC and MC are average and marginal cost curves. AR is the average revenue curve and MR is the marginal revenue curve. E is the equilibrium point at which marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. OQ is the output produced when the firm is in individual equilibrium. QS is the average cost and QR is the price, that is average revenue. In the first diagram, the firm is making abnormal profit of PRTS. Usually, the firm under imperfect competition may be in equilibrium by earning abnormal profits. In the second diagram, the firm has normal profit, average revenue equal to average cost. It is the break-even point. In the firm, no profit and no loss. In the third diagram, the firm incurring losses when average cost is above average revenue. It is shown in the diagram. The firm is in equilibrium point at E, where marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost and slope of marginal curve is more than slope of marginal revenue. OP is the equilibrium price and OQ the equilibrium output. The firm is making a losses of TSPR. Thank you.